Well guys, we're back for another video. I just wanted to, before we get this video started, take a minute to thank everybody for their outpouring of support these last couple weeks. On the last video, on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, I've talked to so many random people that I don't know on the lake or at the boat ramp, or even just going to the gas station down the street from my house to show their support in condolences with my dad. This has all just been a very last 3 weeks, and I can't even believe that it's been that long, but the show must go on. So I've been back to work here for the last 2 weeks, and like you guys probably heard in the last video, still have another video, which is this one that you're gonna see from that faithful afternoon. But I've kind of been putting off editing that footage just because it's kind of triggering, but either way, just like I said, the show must go on. So hope you guys enjoy this video, but just wanted to take a second to thank everybody for all the support over the last couple weeks. It really does mean a lot. If I can't respond or anything to all the comments, I read every single one of them, and it's just been really tough. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, a really fun one from the same day in the last video that you guys saw. But that's it. Don't want to take up too much of your time with this intro, but again, just wanted to thank everybody so much because it really does mean a lot, and I appreciate it. Enjoy the video. We'll see you at the end. All right guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another fun and exciting video on the channel. This one is probably just gonna be as much fun, if not more fun, than the last video that you guys saw. I know it's tough to beat that live scope footage, but we're not necessarily gonna be using live scope to sharpshoot these fish in this video. The last one you guys saw, those fish were stacked up in deep water, roaming around, obviously full feed bag mode, full feed bag. They were stupid, they were dumb, and we love dumb fish, but sometimes those fish, especially when the sun gets real high, they scatter off. You think they disappear, but they do not go far. So we're gonna chase those fish down when they leave the channel up on the adjacent mud flat, laying down on the bottom. We're gonna be fishing the new 6 cents whale. This has actually been out for a little bit. This is the 3-inch version. We're gonna fish the 3.5-inch version, but I did not have a chance to really fish that bait much last year, so I thought this would be a good opportunity while these fish are stupid and dumb and hungry to show you how I throw swim baits up in deep water on the bottom for these big wipers. A lot of big fish in this video, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. We'll talk all the tackle, the technique in the video here, so hope you guys enjoy this one. We'll see you at the end of the video. Switched up, new 6 cents whale. I think that's the 3-inch guy. Jig head 3/8 ounce custom jigs from Rally Time Jigs. Please go check out the link in the description if you guys want some of the sexiest jigs, best made jigs out there, especially in the state of Kansas. So we have caught so many fish on those jigs in the last 5 months here, and I reckon we're about to do it again. I think that they're probably going to enjoy the whale. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna like it. How should we retrieve? Should we hop it or should we just crawl it? I like the crawl. Oh yeah, okay. First cast on the crawling guy, the crawling whale guy. Oh look, the whale works. If the world didn't already know that, the whale's been out for a while. It's not new. It's kind of new, but love that thing. And these do too. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. Oh, these fish love when I sing them. I think we got a wipey. Indeed, we do have a wipey. Come here, wipey. I don't even want to net you. Destroyed the whale. 6 cents whale. Link and discount code in the description. Get some whales, catch some whales. Love the whales. Whoa, my whale is a little screwed up. Do you think the fish will care if my whale is screwed up on the jig? I don't think so. Leave a comment down below if you think that they're not gonna eat the whale because it's messed up on the hook. If you guess right, I will give you 69 cents. Had to go and tell him. Had to go and tell him. Another wiper. Another dipey. Another wipey dipey. Can you guys tell I'm in a good mood? Oh! He spit the hook. Spit the hook. Now my whale's really messed up. Poor whale. That's the one thing I will say. I love these baits, like this, the Divine swim bait especially. The whales are an extremely supple bait, so plan on potentially one fish and done, even if you super glue it to the jig head. But I think that we're probably okay on Divine swim baits and whales. Whale! Let's try this guy. 3-incher, okay. Is that her? Oh my God, she's charging at the boat. Nope. It is a white biss. Maybe. Nope. 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 It's not. It is not a white bass. It is the hybrid. Not a small one either. Not a small one at all, actually. On the whale. Whales love whales. Just an average guy. Just an average guy. But you know what? Our average guys out here are somebody else's megas somewhere else. Choked. Oh, look, it just fell right out. Choked the whale. Fell out. Nice one. On the casting program, we love that. Oh my God, there's already a freaking fish on. All I had to do was let it soak on the bottom. Yeah, those bigger ones are laying up there in the mud. Up in the mud. How fun is that? How freaking fun is that? Big head shaker. Yep, just another one about that same size. We know that there's super tankers around, but there's a lot of fish here to get through. A lot of fish to get through. Man, I will be burning through the packs of whales today. That is for dang sure. I think what I'm gonna do too, since I'm swapping one out and the package that I happened to grab was the 3.5. I mean, I used to throw big baits, you know, like 8 years ago when I first kind of started fishing. When I first kind of started fishing this bite, I was throwing big baits, 4 or 5 inch baits, and obviously with time and pressure that everybody blames on me, the fish have become smarter, and I have learned to size down my presentation significantly. But today, since we're kind of looking for bigs, a 3.5-inch bait is not a big bait at all, but it's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to fishing out here on the kind of that 2.5 to 3-inch range. But I don't think it's going to be an issue, because the problem with throwing big baits like this around a crap ton of fish, the wipers and the white bass, is that even the white bass are probably going to get it. So you're not really doing too many favors by throwing a big bait expecting a big bite. Those whites are still going to probably nip that tail right off if they don't get it all the way down their throat. But we'll just see. Yep. First cast, and it's the one. Going crazy, rolling all over the line. I can definitely feel it. It's crushers on my fluorocarbon leader. God, fish is crazy head shaking. Yep, the 3.5 gets it done. Have not caught a white bass yet, casting up to the flat, whereas, I don't know if you guys saw the last video with the live scope footage, we were weeding through a lot of white bass to get to these guys, and now we finally kind of dialed in our little program. Baby whale up on the mud flat, adjacent to the river channel. Looks pretty good. And so do you, sweetheart, so do you. But program is super simple. It's kind of like what I was talking about before. Just casting it up there. I mean, I'm used to doing a jig stroke, slow pull up, let it hit bottom, which is obviously still gonna get you bites, but if you wanted to fish a little bit slower or just switch up whatever you're doing, I'm just doing 2 or 3 or 4 slow cranks along the bottom, then just let that jig settle back down into the mud, watch your line. Once it goes slack, pick it back up again. A couple slow cranks. It's literally just dragging it right along the bottom, and I missed one right there. But nothing super crazy. This water's still pretty cold yet, and obviously these fish are charged up, but that water's pretty cold, and they're not really wanting to move for it too much. So keeping it right in their strike zone is always key. Problem though is I think that last one was a white bass. Pulled our pants down a little bit. Do recommend though, again, with these baits, trying super glue, put a dab of super glue on the plastic up against the jig head there. It'll get you a couple more fish, but again, these baits have amazing action, but they are super fragile. So we will see if we can get one more big out of this bait, but I feel like it's probably gonna be the last one, and then we'll put a freshie on. Got him. Hammered it on the fall, thinking white bass. Nope. Maybe, I don't know. Crazy head shakes going underneath the boat. Nope, that's her. That's her. You want to take a walk? Let's take a walk. Got the program dialed in. Oh yeah, she has got it choked. Oh, big belly girl. You big gluttonous girl. Gotcha. Well, I'm just gonna show you guys where this whale is. If you can find it back there, yeah, there's a 6-cent whale in there somewhere. Ooh. Yeah, I think that bait was just getting ready to fall off the break there, and donk. We love that. We love the donk. Somehow we fished that out. I know I said in that one crappie video a couple videos ago that they were the throat goat of the jigging Rap, but I think Nadine here's the actual throat goat of a 6-cent whale. 3.5-inch whale for a 6-pound whale. Bye-bye. Right on the drop. Right on the drop. Just dragging it. Just dragging it. Goes to fall off the brake and then donk. A cold water wallowing one. Hey. Just an average one. Average one. Well, I'll talk a little bit about the rod that we're using here. You guys saw this in the last video. No big surprise, but this is the bread and butter 7.2 medium extra fast from Cade Outdoors. Kurt makes the best rods out there, all by his little self up in Wisconsin. So if you guys want to have one of the best custom rods at a super affordable price point, please go check out Cade Outdoors. You've got the full grip option, which I really enjoy. I've got a couple of the split grips too, but you can choose any old color you want on there. Choose your guides, choose the reel seat, all around that $200 price point. But yeah, I mean, this is, if I could have one utility rod in my hand to do just about everything with, this would definitely be it. But definitely works great for throwing bigger baits like this. A 3/8 ounce jig with a 3.5 inch swim bait was our bread and butter rod all last fall into winter for the walleye bite. Check out the link in the description. Pick yourself up a Cade Outdoors rod. If you guys are up in the North Country waiting for open water, cannot wait to get these rods up to Green Bay in April while I'm up there. But for this technique, specifically for these big wipers, what's more important than a really good rod is a really good reel. This is the PC Fun Carbon X2, 2000 size. I've got a couple rigged up with the 3000 size, especially for making long casts with lighter baits, but smooth drag, as you guys have seen, is extremely important because these fish make big runs. You do not want a sticky drag. PC Fun has the best drag system for the best price. So link is in the description. Save 18% with my discount code, and don't miss fish like that. But nothing new here. PC Fun has always taken care of me over the last 4 years. Big shout out to Jason Brennick for always keeping everything in the boat strapped up for myself and my clients. But that was a weird cast. I was really hoping to get one on that cast to, you know, talk about the drag system more, but we will certainly have another fish. Oh, he missed it. Got him. I was watching that school on Live Scope. That was cool. They were like swiping at it, completely missing it. One bit it. I got one out of the school. A little guy there. I was starting to wonder, saying to myself, who gave these wipers the right to get smart on me? This is the smallest wiper of the whole video. Just a baby guy. Oh, this is probably why I got him, because he's a little one-eyed Willie there. Caught this guy last year, took his eye out. Still got that 3.5 inch baby whale. I don't even know why I keep calling it a baby whale. I think it's just because Josh PP calls it a baby whale. It's not a baby whale, even though it kind of is. Well, I'd certainly like to see one or two more big ones before we close out the video here, but the wind has been up and down all morning. I mean, temperature is absolutely perfect. It was kind of dreary and crappy this morning, but then that front moved through, sun broke out. It is gorgeous out here, minus the northeast wind, but it kind of seems like once that wind petered out, so did the bite. But they're still around. They're not super stacked up in the channel, just kind of scattered here and there. But usually when that happens, they just slide up onto the mud flat and just loaf. And I think that's kind of what they're doing right now. But we will see. May size back down to the 3-inch whale if the 3.5 poses too much for them. But if we get this bait in front of the right one, he is going to eat it. And I have a bunch of smaller fish chasing my swim bait along the bottom here. A lot of looking. There's the break. Got him. Oh, that was an Aaron Mick hook set if I've ever seen it right there.
Oh, God. What the hell?
It's not feeling like a white bass. He hasn't made any runs. Oh, it is a white bass. Dang it. All right, we had to get one white bass in here. Put a fresh bait on, slide out a little bit deeper, see if we can't find another giant. Oh, hi. I was wondering where you went. Big, lazy one. Come on. Show me that drag. Should we just loosen it just for effect? Whoa, 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 whoa. No. He is not happy. But this is the one we were looking for. Just slid out from like, I don't know, 14 feet of water to like 22. Trying to weed through the whites. Weed through the whites. To get to the hybrids. Get to the hybrids. Dogging. Just dogging. Oh, yes. Come to daddy. Still rolling that 3.5-inch whale. Said I might size down, but I don't really want to. And we got one. Oh, he has made such a mess of that jig head in the net, but that's a little bit more the caliber we're looking for. Super, super fat guy, just not super long, but not complaining. Still hoping for one last super tanker to close out the video. But we appreciate you too, either way, buddy. All right, well, let's see if we can find or get one last fish out of the swim bait, because I don't know if I can keep that even on the wire keeper jig anymore from rally time. It's probably about time for a fresh one. But again, that size of fish is not going to have any issues demolishing that bait, even if it slides down the hook shank just a little bit. But I guess one thing too I've done here in the last, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes is just like really slow down the presentation. Earlier when I was catching them and they were out of their minds, I was really kind of just like doing a quicker reel than I normally do while still keeping that bait on bottom. Now I may as well just be fishing a jig and a night crawler, slow dragging. Keep it in front of them for longer. That's those white bass. White bass that are pulling my pants down. Sometimes you just gotta slow down. Everybody out here on this lake that fishes for wipers generally is doing way too much. Ripping a spoon, ripping a jig and wrap, just casting and reeling swim baits. Like these fish are not as dumb as they once were. Size down and slow down. 2 tips that I can offer. Got him. Actually live scoped that one. That was cool. I was just poking around on live scope to just kind of get an idea of what my bait was doing down there, and happened to see just a little blob materialize up off the bottom chasing my bait, and he shot up, grabbed that thing, and I just ended up setting the hook. But it is not the super tanker last one we were looking for, but it is the target species, so I will be okay with that. But for this last one, I did size my bait down, just like I said, to that 3-inch whale, and he decided to oblige. But again, this is like the most simple technique when you can get on fish. You don't even need live scope for this technique. When I first started fishing this lake, when I figured out that cold water bite, that's all I was doing. I would just set up, pass the fish, just depending on how the wind would set me up, and then just cast back behind the boat or in front of the boat because I knew they were right there. Drag it along the bottom. Little swim bait, 3/8 or 1/2 ounce jig in the deep water equals the easiest and most fun way you can catch them. Bye-bye, buddy. Thank you. That's the one, guys. This is the one. This is the one we wanted. I just sized down to the 3-inch whale. And alas, we are hooked up on a good one. Good one to end the video on. All over the place. She is doing what she wants. And that's okay by me. Not a small one, pushing a lot of water. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a tank. That's a tank. That's a big fish. Yeah. We got a boat kind of creeping. But I have to net this one because it's huge. Get out of the trolling motor, fish. Oh. Yeah, we love that. This one is the one we were waiting for. Big, tall. Oh, man. Big, tall one. Oh. All right, boys and girls. Well, we've got kind of a mess here with the rod and the line, but yeah, that is the one right there. Look at the belly on that thing. Wow. Oh, my line is like in my remote. The rod's falling. I'm jacked to see this guy. But like I said, just sized down to that 3-inch little guy, which is absolutely destroyed right there, and found ye old big. So, like I said, that's the one we're going to end the video on. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Go check out all the links in the description below for the rod, the reel, the jig head, and the 6 cents whale. Use my discount code, save yourself some money. Get out this late winter or early spring. Catch you some giant wipers and or walleyes. All right, sweetheart, let's send you back, shall we? There's really no graceful way to release these guys, but the water's cold and she wants to go, and there she goes. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this one. We will see you on the next video.